guys. Today I want to touch on right hand technique. I hinted at this a little bit on my first video, and I want to go a little bit more in detail today on how to really pluck the right way, the correct technique, and just arm placement. And again, this is geared mainly for people just starting out. Maybe you've been playing for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, and you're still working on, what's the best way to play, the best technique. And basically what you want to do is kind of start out, just kind of resting your arm on the top part of the base here, and just kind of let it hang loose. Some guys like to play without touching. They like to keep their arm up in this position. I prefer it on here. It's kind of comfortable and keeps your arm from getting tired. And basically you just want to be able to move down so you have enough room to move. It's loose, you can slide where you need to get to. And we'll start out with the first finger and just a simple index finger. And you're just going to basically not pluck, you're going to roll the finger off the string. And you can just practice it by doing 4 hits each. Closer, maybe just to see it a little better. Then you can try 2-finger technique using your index and middle finger. And 3-finger technique. So index, middle, ring. Times when you're going to use your ring finger for just maybe not wanting so much of an attack, you want it a little smoother. So in playing some melodic lines up, you want to play closer to the fingerboard, let's say. That gives it a little warmer attack as opposed to your first finger, which gives it more of an attack. Your middle finger might give as much of an attack, maybe a little less than your index finger. So being flexible with all 3 fingers gives you more tonal qualities for your playing. Also, where you're playing makes a difference. Playing up here, plucking back near the bridge, you're going to get a tighter sound back here. In the middle, a little more round. Up near the fingerboard, even more round and less attack, depending on what style you're playing in and what kind of tone you're going for. So those are all different positions that you can look at plucking in for just being more versatile with your tone. And again, using all 3 fingers. You want to practice index finger, middle finger, and then your ring finger. And you're just brushing over. You're not plucking, pulling out. You're just rubbing. I don't know what to call it, how you want to describe it, but just plucking over the string. Basically rolling. You're rolling the end of your finger over the string. And again, your wrist is loose. You don't want tightness in there. You want to keep that so none of this should be tight. It should be very loose. Tension, you're going to run into eventually stiff playing, joint and tendon issues later on if you continue to do that. So it's better to just, again, everything loose, just like on your left hand when you play, right hand the same way. So, and then do it back, come back. Oops, etc. Practice that however many times you can do. 4 hits per string, 2 hits, however many you want to do, and just go down, back up. Do 1 finger, then do your 2nd finger, do just your 3rd finger, or alternate first, first, second, first, second. And that's all you want to do. And just practice that. Practice to a metronome, very slow. Try to be consistent, clean, and the notes even. And again, resting your arm, if you can see this, the arm is just very loose, just hanging there. And again, if you prefer to play like this, that's fine too. That just can get a little tiring after a while, having to hold your arm up there, and you'll start feeling that in your elbow, whereas opposed to just keeping it nice and relaxed. So that's kind of the look you want to have. That's pretty much how your hand should look. And then with your left hand, you're just going to hold the other strings and just mute them. So when you're plucking this hand will help keep the other strings from ringing. And one last thing I almost forgot. Let me see if I can get in here closer. If you notice, my thumb, it's dragging along. Let's see if we can get down here. It just kind of goes along with the string. That helps keeping the open strings from ringing. So whatever string you're not using, the thumb drag up and down will help keep the open strings from ringing and keep your notes clean. And again, the thumb's very loose. It's just hanging there. There's no tension in it, just loose. Anyways, I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, I would ask you to give me a like and subscribe. And if anybody needs to speak with me or have any questions, you can email me at basswaves3@yahoo.com. That's BASSWAVES, the number 3 at yahoo.com. Take care, guys. We'll see you on the next one.